today we are going to do an experiment about force. So we have here a tablecloth and a cup, and we are going to set the tablecloth on the table and set the cup on it. So what do you guys think will happen whenever I pull the tablecloth? Olivia.
I think that the cup's going to fall on the floor and break into pieces.
Why do you think that will happen?
Because the cup's sitting on top of the cloth, and if you pull the cloth, it's going to go with the cloth off the table.
Should we try and find out?
Yeah.
Well, let's try again. Olivia.
How did you do that? Is it magic?
It's not magic, it's science. So why do you think the cup did not fall onto the floor?
Well, it looked like you were pulling the fabric kind of fast.
Yeah, so where was the force at in the experiment?
Was it in the cup?
Was it in the cup? It was in my hand when I was pulling it. So was the force acted on the tablecloth or on the cup?
And the cloth.
On the tablecloth, right. So was there any force acted on the cup?
Yes.
Did the cup move?
No.
So there must not have been any force, right?
Right, so there's no force.
There's no force. So we know that an object in motion stays in motion, but an object at rest stays at rest.
So even though the cup is sitting on an object that moved, it doesn't move because it was still?
Right, because there was no force, right? Right. So, let's try it with something else. So we have a beaker, and we have a piece of paper and a penny. So if I set the piece of paper on the beaker and set the penny on the beaker, what do you think will happen based off of what we just learned from the tablecloth experiment?
Well, the penny's kind of light, so maybe it might stay on the paper this time.
Maybe it might stay on the paper? Let's try it.
It's so cool.
You try.
Okay. Ah, that's cool.
So, why do you think that the penny fell into the beaker instead of sitting on the paper?
Well, you said something about an object that's not in motion this time stays not in motion.
At rest?
Yeah. And so I think that's what happened, is that penny didn't move, so it just dropped down.
Right. Because where was the force applied to?
The piece of paper?
The piece of paper, right. So the piece of paper moved, but the penny didn't. So, now that we've learned that, let's go back to the tablecloth experiment with the cup and see you try that again.
Okay.